Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Jason Bateman, the horror. No, I am deleted scenes, human being American and YouTube Ronin, and I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of the Mystery Movie Night podcast. First off, I want to say hello to everyone currently joining us on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. All right, we have some people here in the chat, and I do want to say hello. First one here, channel member of KHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim. Our man from the future, Sashi. Willie, the Monkey King's music, long time no see. Channel member, JPRPH1. Friend of the channel, Andrea Black. A name I'm seeing for the first time, Deborah Perkins. Welcome. Enigma Severus in the house. No, you're not late, sir. We're just getting started. Now, I tricked an individual into coming on to this show with us. And the other one threatened me profusely if I did not allow her to co-host the program. So I am going to bring my partners in crime up on stage right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you know her, you love her, you cannot live without her. The most violent woman on YouTube since Corner.
Look, I'm all about peace and love unless someone pisses me off. So
there you go. The man currently running for cover, Corey with Wilkie's Movies and Music.
Hello.
Hi.
How we doing?
Hi. We do need to get the stapler remover out for indeed we do. Okay. So it's far away from you. Okay.
Yeah. Safe. Okay. Everyone's safe today.
We are safe. We are safe, ladies and gentlemen, to move on with our particular brand of madness. For those of you who may be new to the show, and hello to all of my new subscribers this week. Thank you very much for joining. This show basically started out as me doing out of the theater reviews. And basically, I only had like about one person watching, sometimes two. And that was in the very early days. And then along the way, as you do on YouTube, you begin to network. And I met Sin through the Latino Slant and found out that she was going to the mystery movies as well. And then we did a couple of reviews and decided, hey, let's make a show out of this. And a few people have joined us along the way. Corey here, as well as Kyle Corwith and Off the Cover sometimes also joins us. So we've made a show of it now, and we've done
a lot.
40, 50 some odd episodes.
I've lost count.
Something like that, yeah. So, here we are. And we do have a pretty interesting movie this evening. So first off, hello, both of you.
Hello,
Good to see you.
Yes.
Hello.
And right, and Corey, I understand you had a.
Oh yeah, gotta hear this story.
Bit of an odyssey.
Yeah, it wasn't anything too crazy, but it was the most technical difficulties I've experienced at a theater in a long time. So I didn't even know if I was going to be able to see the end of the movie before
It
or
stopped?
at one point. Yeah, well, multiple times, multiple times, and they couldn't get it going back again. So first off, everything was just blank screen, and it started about a half hour later than it was supposed to.
And then all the trailers and stuff had to play?
No, luckily they skipped the trailers.
Oh, good.
So they were being nice enough to us about that since we were sitting that far behind. It was like 30 or 40 minutes. And there's usually about 15 to 20 minutes of trailers at our theater.
Mm-hmm.
But they were nice enough to just cut to the chase. They didn't do any of the ads, no trailers or anything. They went straight to the movie. But when the movie started, it was like a smaller ratio and there was huge black bars completely. It was like a frame,
What?
a picture frame around it of like a black
Like big
picture frame.
borders around it. Yeah.
Yep. And so it was smaller than what it was supposed to be. And they didn't turn the lights down yet. So it was glaring on the screen and
Oh
it made
my
it harder to see.
gosh.
And actually on one side, one of the sound dampeners or, the wall treatment that they have was casting a shadow on the left-hand side of the screen. So if you can think about like shining a flashlight, at your TV screen and then having a shadow like go across some of it. So that's how it was going for a while. And I was like, please don't. And they finally, it went, oh, now my dog's going to say hi too. So
I
sorry.
hear that.
Yeah, sorry. I have my door open. Maybe I should shut that. But anyway, then it stopped. The movie stops for about 5 minutes, comes back on. Then it's filling up the full screen. Then the lights were still up too high. They finally got those down. But then about, 3 or 4 times throughout the movie, it just would stop, be blank screen. Then they bring the lights up, try to fix it. They'd get it back on and then not turn the lights back down for a while. So that was a constant thing.
Goodness.
The last one where I think I sent a message to you all saying, I don't know if I'm going to see the end of it. It was about a 15-minute intermission, unplanned intermission that we had. And I was debating just going home.
I totally didn't know that was what you were. I thought
Yeah.
you were. It was an issue with the movie,
Like
the
I was
movie
complaining
itself.
about the movie
Yeah, I was
itself.
like, wow, he really didn't like it because you were like lots of problems. I was
There's
like,
so
wow,
many
he really
problems
didn't
with this.
like.
And maybe there are some problems with it, but I was complaining about the technical issues I was coming up against. So
Oof.
luckily I got to see the end of it. And, but yeah, for a second there, I was like, well, this might be interesting. I can find out the ending from you, both of you when I come onto the stream.
Just hop on the stream.
Yep.
Did they refund everybody their money?
Nope.
Oh, they should have.
Well, and we're such a small market too. Like we didn't even know if anybody was like, it's at this point of the night, it's like shut down completely in there. Like we walked out to the lobby because a couple people went out to see if a manager was around or not. And they have lights shut off already. The concession stand, the ticket, everything's shut down. It looks like you're not supposed to be there anymore. They have it all shut down. And I think there's only like a couple projectionists still there running the screens, but no, there was no refund. I guess I didn't push anything at that point. I was tired and ready to go home. So I just went home. But
I bet
did
you
get to
were
see the end
tired.
of the movie.
Thank goodness it wasn't a terribly, terribly long film.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
No.
About an hour and a half or so.
Yep. So anyway, that's what I dealt with. So there was just the annoyance of it stopping and then lights being too bright when they'd get it going again and the border for a while at the beginning of it. So
Jeez.
it was interesting, but I got it watched.
Just barely.
Yeah.
I'd like to say hello to Multi who Sin just appeared on that channel like a few days ago.
Yeah. I think it was Sunday night.
Nice.
Have not had a chance to watch that stream yet, but I am planning to do so.
Was
So
it-
thank you very much for being here.
Very nice discussion.
Right on. All right. Enigma says in Wake Forest, North Carolina, we went to see Deadpool 2. The movie stopped at the end. My roomie left. I didn't get to see the end until I did the high seas to see the ending of the film.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
I honestly didn't think I was going to see the end of that one, but
Yeah.
it happened.
I had something sort of similar because last night is on Mondays, Troy Pacelli does his members night at the movies program. And last night he did F1, which I had not seen. So I knew that I was going to be late because I knew I was going to miss at least a half hour. So I jumped ahead, shall we say, and kind of watched the first hour of the movie on my own and then joined them for the second. So I basically watched the first half of F1, then the mystery movie, and then the second half of F1. That's kind of how I did it. And
That works.
That's,
Yeah. So I watched 2 movies last night.
just 2.
Just
I'm
2.
teasing. I'm teasing.
Yeah.
I was originally planning on coming home and watching another movie, but
Have you seen The Black Phone yet?
nope.
Oh, you stinker.
I know. It's on my list.
Just something you
Dude,
had to. Emily.
Like more than a week ago. That was
Okay.
going to be your weekend movie.
I know. I'm a bad person.
The second one's coming out soon.
I know. I got to watch that so I can go see
Yeah.
that one because I wouldn't mind seeing that in the theater. But
Blah, blah, to our resident Klingon, Mark Mounikoff. Good to see you, sir. All right. I know we both definitely have some thoughts
Mm-hmm.
on this film, so let's just go ahead and get to it. This week's film was Dead of Winter.
Yep.
Starring Emma Thompson as Clint Eastwood, as Francis McDormand, as Peter Falk. And I'm not kidding. Those are just the thoughts I had throughout the film. All right. Story is basically this. She plays Beth Lundquist. Or was it
I forgot
Lundquist?
her name
I
already.
forgot already.
Yeah.
And because I don't think they actually say it at any point in the film. She goes to a kind of an out of the way lake. They're in I guess Alaska.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Is that
okay?
Because
Lord
I kept
cheese, because I
thinking
couldn't figure out what
oh,
that
the
accent
way
was
they
from.
were talking. That's
She-
right.
Lord cheese.
One of the things
You're
I was going to
right.
say is she leans heavy in
She
the
Very
Minnesota
does
accent.
very heavy in,
Heavy.
but for some reason I kept fixating on it being Alaska.
No,
Yeah, so did I.
So like when they were dating, like when the younger, they kept on saying skull. That like that's a cheer that they'll do for the Minnesota Vikings and things like that. That's like a in that
okay.
area, like northern Minnesota,
Okay.
like skull, like SKOL, skull.
Well,
Right.
it looks absolutely miserable up there.
It does.
Yeah.
No, thank you very much.
I think
Okay.
where they're shooting that is supposed to be like way up in northern Minnesota, which
Like really close to the border.
yeah. Well, I think
Minnesota, right on up
Yeah.
there at the border, right?
yeah. Well, yeah, it borders Canada, but
Yeah.
so I don't know where they're here, but so you said it looks miserable, but there's International Falls, Minnesota, I think is on record of being one of the coldest towns or cities, whatever you want to call it, in the United States. Like it records the coldest temperatures, I think.
Even colder than Alaska.
I thought so, yeah.
Wow.
Because Alaska it gets very cold, but it's got the body of water all the way around them, and I think that changes some of the aspect. of
Okay,
it.
that makes sense.
So anyway, yeah, you'll have to look up sometime.
Right.
International Falls, Minnesota. See how cold it gets. It gets cold. But anyway, I think it's supposed to be Minnesota, and that was one of the things I was going to say is, man, she was leaning into it. So
She definitely was.
So
Oofta.
the idea is that she is going to a specific kind of out of the way lake to see to her husband's final wishes, which were to leave his ashes at this particular lake where they had their first date. And in the process of doing this, she stumbles onto a kind of a kidnapping plot and is pursued by the kidnappers and is trying to extricate both herself and the young girl who has been kidnapped out of this particular situation. And it's very much a kind of a throwback to like a 90s era suspense thriller. That's kind of the hit that I got off of it. I could very much see this movie being done in like 1995 with Susan Sarandon or somebody. Or hey, maybe
They
even
don't
Frances McDormand. I don't know.
Really
But,
tell you when it takes place. You know, she has that really
No,
old phone, so
they
I have
don't
no
either.
idea when it was supposed to.
the picture I think of them on their first date on the
Early
lake,
80s.
It was 82, I think it was written on the back of it.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
whatever
yeah.
the distance was
So-
between how young she was there to how old she's supposed to be. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, that doesn't give us the
yeah.
exact date, but I think that
No.
picture said 82.
But
on-
the yeah, I kind of got the idea that because it cuts, we get 5 particular scenes
A lot of flashbacks.
that are flashbacks
Mhm.
Mhm.
to her life with her husband, and we see them, like I said, from their first date through their marriage to his passing, and how she wound up where she ends up at the beginning of the film. And like I said, I really had the feeling of like a 90s era film watching this. Like I said, I could see this being there. Now, this was directed by Brian Kirk, who's a protege of the Russo brothers. He directed what was it, 21 Bridges film with
Right. Yeah, I saw
Chadwick
that.
Boseman.
I saw that connection.
And I kind of had the same issues here that I had with that film, with the pacing. And
It felt much longer than it really was to me.
it, yeah, because both of those movies, both 21 Bridges and Dead of Winter, are like just over an hour and a half, and they both feel longer.
So much longer.
Yeah. And hello to I don't want to ignore the chat. Hello, Yusaran G. Good to see you, sir. So yeah, you know, you get this. You kind of get the Fargo feeling right away, because you have the whole Minnesota nice thing that she's doing. Oh, phooey, I burned the eggs, and oh, jeez, and you know, golly willikers, and you know.
Except there's no real comedy in here.
Yeah,
she says oofta quite a few times.
Yeah.
yeah, and there's and then you have, you know, the kidnappers led by, of all freaking people, Judy Greer.
Yeah, and I just watched her in
Oh my
another
God.
completely different movie.
Yes, because she's in The Long Walk as
Yes.
well.
And her performance, in my opinion, vastly different between the two.
Yeah, because here she's just
Crazy.
a crazy woman, you know, who's like, you know, throwing F-bombs like she's in a Scorsese film, you know.
And swinging a rifle around.
She felt almost
Yeah.
She felt almost cartoonish to me.
Yeah,
Like over the top. Like her performance felt very, very hyperbolic. I mean, I guess I get it because of the situation you find out that she's in, but she felt like she was just playing a cartoon character to me. Like it didn't work for me, as opposed to her performance in The Long Walk, which was fantastic. And maybe it was just the material that she had, because I didn't even think the dialogue was very good. Especially hers, it felt just very cookie cutter and silly. I don't know. Y'all, this movie didn't work for me on the level that I was hoping it might, even though I did see the trailer and they told you basically everything.
pretty
I found
much.
so much wrong with stuff that was going on. Number one, this was Dead of Winter. That day lasted freaking forever with all of the running around that she was doing. There is no way in the world that there would still be daylight with all the stuff that was going on. Do you know what I mean? Like, she gets up. It's daylight when she gets up. She takes this long drive to the lake. She takes a detour to this weird cabin with the blood stains on the ground. Then she goes back to the lake. Then she's settling down there and getting ready to do her thing. Then she gets, you know, that's when she realizes there's a kidnapping thing going on. Then she goes all the way back to the house. Then she made multiple trips to and from the lake and the house. I don't think it was just a super quick trek. But it's just like all of this driving and running around from here to there and here to there and doing this and doing that. And it was like, it should be getting dark. This is Dead of Winter. It should be dark like hours ago.
Yeah.
That was minor in comparison to some of the other stuff that bothered me about this film. It's just like things that didn't make sense, and I don't know, just it annoyed me.
Was it all taking place in one day?
Yeah, initially, yes.
It felt longer. It felt like maybe a couple of days overhead.
No, so it takes place in this one day. Then she gets knocked out by Judy Greer, and she's coming out of the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And something happens. She gets knocked out, and so then the rest of it takes place the next day.
She gets knocked out a couple times.
But the bulk of what's happening is all in this one day, and there's just way too much daylight for the time of year it's supposed to be, like way too much.
If this was so out of the way that she would have had quite a drive to get to the lake.
She had a long drive to get there anyway. So by the time she even
in the daylight, like you said,
exactly. Yeah. So it was just yes, right. It would have been getting dark probably 3 or 4, because in winter, where I am, which is in the South, it starts getting dark around 5.
I know that's where it feels like you're only working with like 5 or 6 hours of daylight.
Yeah, I hate winter. I hate winter. Most of the reason I hate it is because that stupid ass time change we do in November. Can't stand it.
I'm right there with you.
Ugh. I'm already angry. It's right around the corner, and I'm angry about it.
Move to Arizona. You won't have to change your time.
Yeah, but are they on daylight time?
No.
Or are they on the other standard time?
Oh,
I don't like standard time.
Well, all I know is sometimes they're West Coast, sometimes they're Mountain, but they just call it Arizona time. They probably are on.
So Puerto Rico stays on this time right now, standard, like daylight savings time.
Yeah.
I wish that we could. Yes, I really, really have a hard time in winter having a positive outlook on things in general. So the time change does not help. But anyway, there were other issues. There were things that she did that made no sense to me. Like, only if she were psychic would she be able to tell that this would actually have an effect. Like when she goes to the house and she starts wetting all of the blankets and she puts out how would she know that they would even come back and would be in, how would she know that the guy would just so happen to, the guy fell in the thing. She set that, number one, she set that stuff up really quick. This little trap she had, she set that up very, very quickly. Then she runs back and she does all this stuff with I would have been trying first to just figure out how to get that chick out of there instead of running all the water, throwing all the stuff in the sink, throwing the fentanyl in the sink. I don't know. It didn't work for me, y'all. Just didn't work.
I can see that.
And there were other things too. How she just magically, the thing with the guys on the CB radio.
Yeah.
How did she know for sure that they really would show up? And how did she know for sure that she would be exactly right where she needed to be when they drove up? No, too much convenient stuff that, I was like, I didn't mind the premise, but I don't think it was carried out very well.
And like you said, I went back and watched the trailer to see what you were talking about with it. I hadn't seen the whole thing, but I'll agree with you where it shows you basically everything except why they kidnapped
why the
girl.
Kidnapping was happening. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Which I think, like you said, I think that's an interesting premise, what they had going on there.
Yeah, because it takes you a bit to understand. Yeah, exactly.
Why they went after her.
Her specifically.
Yes, yep. And what they were using for justifications in their mind.
Mm-hmm. But the characters themselves, the only character that had any depth in this movie was Emma Thompson's character. The others, none. Not even the victim. I didn't give a crap about her. I don't know you. All I know is you.
Yeah, I just don't learn a whole lot about her. We get one line of backstory, literally one line of backstory on her, and we learn nothing else.
Yeah. And Judy Greer, like I said, just a very thin character. She just didn't have depth, substance to her. Her husband, maybe a skosh more, but even then, the way he acted didn't match with the way he initially came across as, and he turns into this bumbling idiot. It's like,
right. That's what I thought.
He comes off special needs. And I went I'm serious. That's what I thought of watching it. Is this guy like? Is he on the spectrum somewhere? Is he
Well, yeah, after but your
like
first introduction to him,
mentally deficient in some way?
yeah, you
Or,
kind of
you
do
know,
get that sense after you see him more, right? You see the dynamic between
Yeah.
him and Judy Greer, but initially he is built up as this big bad scary.
Well, he comes off that way. Yeah, that initial.
The first two,
Initially,
when she sees him,
yeah.
and then when he chases the girl,
Yeah.
and that's when Emma knows, oh, this is something really bad. And then later he turns into this.
yeah,
He's just this.
teddy bear.
He's just a moron. You know.
Well,
He's
I know,
just,
but that is.
I was
that's a-
manipulated into this.
Well, that's such a big change from
like-
the little chase scene maybe you're talking about at the beginning,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
to where he ends up. Yeah, it's
It-
quite
like
a
it did-
change in his attitude.
was a
and his
mismatch, like it-
temperament, and
Mm-hmm.
like I don't think it would switch that if you were that willing to do some of the things in that little chase scene. I don't think you would like switch around
Have a
all the time.
sudden
and-
personality shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tools conveniently lying around just when you need them, like the hammer
Oh, the
thing
claw.
in the ground,
Yeah,
and
the
the it's
hammer-
like,
hammer
oh,
hammer
how
claw.
convenient! Like what the?
Well, she had used that to break the car window. Isn't that the
Right,
hammer
but it
she
was
used?
just yes, but it was conveniently on the ground.
Oh,
Why?
yes,
Who
outside
would
to
just
get it.
toss
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tool? Like
No, I
what
gotcha.
in the heck?
I thought you meant when she
No,
used it on.
yeah, she used it for the
Yeah.
thing. Then she used
Yeah.
it on his foot. But it was
Yeah.
just like as soon as she picked it up, I said, "Tool conveniently lying around, lying in the ground to break windows with." That's what
Yeah.
I wrote in my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did she sterilize the needle when she started to sew
Yes.
her wound?
Yes.
Okay. I got
She-
distracted with people, like a person walking out or something, and I
Bef-
didn't notice if she sterilized. The
She had the
needle.
She had the alcohol bottle or whatever it was.
She sterilized her arm.
Yep. Well, right before that, when she put the string on it, she kind of dipped it into the bottle.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't know
Because
how
I was,
well
I
it
was
was
gonna
sterilized,
call
but
her
she
to task
was.
for that.
She was. I thought I do remember her like dipping it into the bottle.
Then she was losing her glove, and didn't even notice she'd lost her glove. But then
And-
she still had two hand mittens, even though I guess it was like a hand
She had
thing
it
and then
underneath,
another.
and yeah.
Yeah, but it was like she never noticed that she dropped a glove or one of her mittens that she'd stuffed in her, when she was trying to like
Oh,
when she
I
was
didn't notice she dropped it until they found it.
until the guy sees it. But it's like
Well, what I missed was when did she lose her wedding ring?
I don't know.
I guess it's some. So here's the thing that got
I
under
don't
my
remember
skin was
that.
I don't even remember her. It was her engagement ring.
Well, whatever. One
Yeah.
of the rings.
Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
one thing I thought was, did she have that ring on before? Because I didn't even remember ever noticing that stupid ring. And it's at some point when she was in the house. I guess she lost it maybe when she was like doing all this stuff, throwing things in the water or whatever, or at some point after. But I never even noticed she had an engagement ring. All I noticed was she had a ring. And then all of a sudden she's looking at her hand, right? Because she notices her engagement ring is gone. And I was like, oh, you notice now you don't have your mitten?
Yeah.
That's what I thought she was freaking out.
I thought she was freaking out, but because she didn't have her gloves, her mittens.
That's exactly what
and
I
then
thought.
later when he handed it to her, I was like, oh, she was like, I lost the ring.
Yes.
Okay, but they didn't show her lose the ring. Like, even if she wouldn't have realized it, like you didn't see something where you see like a ting ting, like a little
Yeah,
ring
yeah.
fall off or something and be like, oh,
Yeah,
she
it never
lost her
showed
ring.
it. It never
So-
showed it.
Yeah, it was like a part was cut out or something.
Yeah, is it?
May have been.
Yeah,
But yeah, I totally was like, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get frostbite. I lost where's my gloves at?
that's
You know,
exactly
and-
what I thought as well. Because like I said, I never noticed she had an engagement ring still on.
Yeah, yeah,
I only ever noticed the gold band on her finger. That was
yeah.
it. Yeah, this is just no. This film.
I'll wait to get into something else. But what's the next part you want to get into with it?
Yeah, go ahead, delete it. I feel like I've
Yeah.
dominated way too
Okay.
much with my complaints.
Well, he's afraid to stand up to you because he doesn't want to get injured.
Oh, well, I don't have a stapler puller on me right now,
Right, deleted.
so I can't pinch him through the screen.
Blink twice if you need help. Deleted. Blink, blink.
All right. Does the Benny Hill theme play during the chase? I wouldn't go that far. It didn't. It doesn't get farcical or anything. At least I didn't think so. It's a very uneven film,
Mm-hmm.
and you have Emma Thompson, like I said, playing it like she's like Clint Eastwood in a Fargo episode. You have Judy Greer doing this over the top psycho thing. You have the husband, who I didn't realize was her husband until like about halfway through the film.
Yeah, they don't really make that clear.
No. And he, like I said, he goes from being this sort of menacing Tom Noonan type to this bumbling idiot. And then Brian F.O. freaking Burns shows up out of nowhere, playing one of the hunters who's she gets a hold of on the CB.
Okay.
And just just as quickly as he enters the film, he's out of the film. I will put it that way.
Well, that whole setup was stupid too. Like that whole thing, like
why?
That was such a dumb.
We got this. We got this.
Yeah,
not even that. Just
no, you don't.
I know, but like,
how would she know to have even gone there and set up that whole scene?
Oh yeah.
She didn't know people were going to be actually coming after her. That was just like
she knew nothing about that truck and the two
exactly.
hunters.
This is the stuff that really got on my nerves, you guys. I really wanted to like this more. Like I'm agitated at stuff like that just didn't flow well.
Well, I was waiting for those hunters to be like in on it or something. The way they were acting at first,
because
I was
you have the guy who, because he can play a very menacing character. He's the assassin in The International with Clive Owen. He was in the Night Flyers TV series. Where he's a character where you don't really know where he's going to go in that.
I think
whether he's going to be good or evil or not.
Has he been in something more recent than The International?
He's been in a lot of stuff. He did the original stage play of Doubt. He was in the original cast of Doubt on stage. This guy's been around forever. He's like one of those character actor guys who you might not know his name, but you've seen his face. He's like, oh, he's that guy. Yeah.
I didn't recognize him.
He did the television version of The Bone Collector.
I didn't know there was a television version of it.
There was. Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, forgot it already, did we? Okay. So you know how that went. But yeah, he's been around, and to have sort of some of his caliber and kind of non-burger art, and I'm like, was this money, or did he see something in, or did he something in that I did? I don't know. It's that was Naomi Watts in that too. Yes. Okay. The International. Yeah. Which is actually a much better movie than this. Please check it out, folks. The shootout in the museum. Holy shit! That's like the centerpiece of the film. Yeah.
I think I've seen it in bits and pieces, like when it's been on Pluto TV, but I don't think I ever paid complete attention to it. So that's why I did not recognize that man in this movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else I might have seen him in.
The International is pretty good. I need to watch it again. Not sure why it was not as popular. Yeah, it didn't really play in theaters, but critics liked it. And the people who did see it seemed to enjoy it. So it's what I was watching at the time. I dug it. I got it around here somewhere, I think. Now, that was kind of my main issue with the movie. It was this kind of up and down pacing, these plot strands that just went nowhere. It felt like something got cut out along the way. It felt like somebody said, get this movie to an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have, like you brought it up, the whole situation with the ring. I didn't see the mittens disappear. Who is this girl? We get, like I said, we get the why she was, for the lack of a better term, chosen. But then again, they don't expand on that. And I wanted the characters to be deeper.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
Emma Thompson's character, you learn all these things about almost too much. But you learn next to nothing about the characters. And then, like I said, a couple of them have like this sort of quick, out of nowhere 180 change. The husband goes from being menacing to being bumbling to being, I just want to get the fuck out of here. And then you have, I would have liked to have known more about Judy Greer's character.
I would have liked her to have better material to work with,
because
not act like such a.
No,
I just did not like her performance in here.
No, because you get this idea. She was a good person once. She has this. I'm being vague because I don't want to give it away, even though I kind of want to. Mm-hmm. There is something wrong with her physically, and we learned kind of early on. She's driven
to desperation to do something.
And she is desperate, but there's desperate, and then there's just being a loony. It's like this woman just completely snaps.
That's what she doesn't even have any moments of like second guessing or regrets or like feeling torn. But like, even if it was like, I still got to do this, but to even have any type of struggle with it at all, that's where I kind of was like, I would think that even if you're driven to that desperation, that even if she wouldn't change her mind, you'd still have like moments of, I don't know,
seeing some more depth to her character.
Yeah.
She had none. She was one-dimensional. She was
Judy Greer is great. I love her to death, man.
She is a good actor. Oh my gosh. And it was just like, this is not working for me.
No. Like I said, it's like Emma Thompson is really good, even though it's kind of goofy, but the script is failing everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's my main sticking point with it. It's just that once again, it's good actors shot down by kind of a mediocre script. This could have been I'm not saying this would have been a great movie, and it didn't need to be like, this is not like a movie that's like trying for, Oscars or trying to be remembered 100 years down the line. It's not that kind of a movie.
No.
Like I said, if you go into it with the mindset that you're watching a suspense thriller from the 90s, just not as good as some of those movies.
Well, I was expecting more of a thriller or more suspense. Well, I don't know what I want to say, but like I was expecting to be, I don't know, when I saw this image and the few little things that I saw about it, I didn't see the full trailer. I was expecting a little more like, I don't know,
edge of your seat, a little more.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen. It doesn't reach that. It tries to, she's MacGyvering her way, right? Because it's kind of using whatever is there to get out of the situation. She's resourceful, And
I would say too, like, I know there were some of the flashback scenes that you needed to give a little of her character and where she's coming from, but there was so much of it. Sometimes I was kind of like, it was a little disjointed, I think, a couple times where I was like, it's like, it's a lot. You were getting a lot there and nothing from anybody else that's in the movie,
No.
I don't know, but I did like seeing that because it gave you some of like her drive to not give up and, some of those her resourcefulness, you know, some of that, her marriage and her life with her husband, and you know, like some of that stuff definitely plays into it. But I don't know where I'm going with that.
It's no, I mean, it's almost like, you know what? I kind of want to see a movie about these two kids.
Oh yeah, that when they were.
I kind of wanted to see. You know, it's weird. You want to watch a Hallmark movie? Yes, I want this to be a Hallmark film with these two actors just doing this kind of.
I thought
this
the
really
girl,
very sweet romantic.
yeah, their
That's
relationship
in there,
was
man. There really
sweet.
is. Yeah,
I thought the girl who played her younger version was a good pick.
she's good.
She looked like she could have been a younger version, even though I know what young Emma Thompson looked like. She looked like she could have.
But I agree. Yeah, I agree completely. It was realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So a plank of wood could out actor. No. No. That would be the lead character in him. That would be your plank of wood. And
I didn't see him.
I haven't seen that.
I did.
So FK,
it's
if we're talking about Judy Greer, the way she performed
it's the script.
Yeah,
she's given nothing to do.
Her performance was just too over the top. Her performance was very cartoony. It was just very hyperbolic and just too much. And and she is a really, really good actor. So this is not a knock on her, but the way she performed this character just didn't work for me. And, you know, maybe it's just because she didn't have much to work with. All she had was these, you know, the stupid stuff she would say to her husband too, you know. How come you're not going to support me? It's like,
it's because you haven't given him any reason to, you crazy bat. You know,
I don't know. I don't know that she really. I feel like this dynamic in their relationship was probably the way it's always been. So I don't know how much of a good person she really was.
I don't know.
Maybe she never was. Yeah, because I mean, she was pretty easy to.
You don't know. That's
lay
the
hands
thing.
on him.
I need to know
things,
and we're not told. You know, we're getting these two characters on what's very obviously the downslope of their marriage. Who is this surgeon
downslope
that they're going to?
That you just,
who is the surgeon that they're going to meet? Who is this guy? You know, because it's obvious there are other people involved in this. Who I needed more backstory on. You know, Emma Thompson gets all the backstory. She gets the well-rounded character. She gets the arc, and I was honestly not expecting this movie to end the way it does. I will give this movie that ending. I did not see that coming.
Did you like that?
Did I like it? I liked it because I didn't see it coming. Mm-hmm. It was a surprise, and it is something that. Oh, finally, something in this movie did actually make sense in retrospect. Like I said, this movie is just uneven. It's great when Emma Thompson is on screen, and it just falls off when it has to depend on everybody else. You know, because they're you know, like I said, Brian F. O'Byrne is given nothing to do. Perfectly capable actor. Give him something that he can sink his teeth into. The husband keeps turning on a dime from menacing to bumbling to, like I said, I want to go.
I guess they thought they were being clever.
I don't know.
By switching it up. Oh, the wife is the big bad. Okay, but you got to make her.
You got to make her an interesting character,
and she just wasn't.
And she's not.
And you got to give us a reason to care about this victim. Like you were saying, we don't know anything. The little that we know about her is, we already know she's got some problems. Okay. And
where did those come from? You know, like what,
exactly.
What's that?
The only thing that was really important was Emma Thompson's emotional connection to her because we see what happened in her past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I think they hint on it very, very vaguely. Like when they're in the, there's a point where Emma Thompson's putting the boot on the girl's feet. I don't want to say too much or anything, but
okay, yeah.
There's a point where their shoes are off, and she's putting them back on, and she's like lacing it up for her, and she's kind of she's like, well, when's imagine this, when's the last time somebody put your boot on for you? And the girl just kind of looks, and then Emma Thompson's kind of like, oh, she's like never had that before. Maybe
Yeah.
didn't have somebody caring for her or parents there to do those things. But you don't know. But I think they were trying to like put that out there, but it just there just wasn't enough.
No, there wasn't. I don't know what could have fixed this for me. I mean, I'm angry at this movie for a different reason than I was angry at the last one. I was angry at the last one because I hated those characters, and some of the writing also wasn't consistent and the characters were hypocritical, and they'd say one thing and then turn around and do the next. The threesome, and then this one, I don't mind, like, let's say the main character Emma Thompson, but the writing, there's so many issues with the different things that happen that I'm annoyed with this because the writing's not very good.
Yeah. I do agree now after talking about that. Like I said, I felt like something was cut out, like you didn't see her lose her ring. But going back to what we were saying earlier, I think it was like a over 2 hour movie, and they're like, no, that's too long. Let's get rid of some stuff. And they got rid of too much stuff. Who knows? Maybe not, but yeah. There were some jumps with things, and then also just not having the backstory of a lot of people and characters being very one-sided or inconsistent in one person's case.
Inconsistent, yeah. And now, the one thing that I did like, aside from, because I do genuinely like Emma Thompson in this, I think she's fine. She's
good.
She's the one who's kind of given the arc, and I did like the music. I did like the score, and the score is by Volker Bartleman, and this is the guy who won the Oscar for All Quiet on the Western Front a couple of years ago.
Okay, I never saw
and
that.
I believe also did Conclave as well.
I did like the score for Conclave. That stood out to me. I did score for this, didn't really. I don't remember now. I can't tell you now.
I kind of dug it. I like where it was going, and. So, like I said, there are things in this movie that I like. Not many, and not enough to recommend it. Hello to Wallace Lang. Good to see you, sir. Yeah. So like I said, there are a couple of things to like, but in the end, as far as I'm concerned, this is a streamer at best.
If that.
Yeah.
I didn't absolutely hate it, but but there was a lot of problems, like the things that we've already mentioned.
Yeah, don't go in expecting something to be super solid with it. If you just want it for the atmosphere, I was feeling a little chilly in the theater because it was cold. This movie made me cold. It's not a 5-star. I don't know who gave that a 5-star on the poster.
I was trying to read
it's
that
a lie.
on that poster.
Lies.
I was like, who gave that? And the other two quotes, I love how
I have it up on the big screen. I still can't tell.
I can't tell.
I love how small they put who said those quotes too.
Yeah,
everything. It's like just put 5 stars there in like a really tiny.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat. No, a riveting psychological and emotional thriller. Well, I mean, only if Emma Thompson was in the movie by herself, I guess. Maybe, but
nothing ever really caught me off guard. Like. Nothing was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. Kind of
until for me, no, until the end. Like I said,
the very final thing,
very last bit, But I can't recommend this, guys. And which is a shame, because there was a time when a movie like this would have been like right up my alley, and this is the one I would have gone out and maybe either rented a bunch of times or gotten the DVD for and maybe watched it a couple of times a year and just put it aside. But
maybe my 30-year younger self would have really dug this film.
Yeah, me too. But no.
When you were 9?
She's
Sorry?
Yeah,
what we were saying.
When we were 9.
That's it.
Me too.
Yeah. She's good, Wallace. She's good. She's the best part of the movie. Like
she doesn't have a bad performance in here.
No,
she is not the problem.
No, she's not.
The problem is the writing.
Yeah,
I could have done with her easing up on the Minnesotan.
The
accent
extra,
a
yeah.
little bit, but
Yeah.
that's the only thing.
Oh, damn it! I'm
You have
sorry.
some of that stuff coming
I'm
after
sorry.
you.
I cursed.
Yeah, that's
you
what I was
know,
going to
like,
say. Like,
you
you have
know?
all that stuff happening. You're shot. Or, well, anyway, there's a lot of things going on, and you say, "Damn it!" And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I cursed in front of you, girly."
No.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss
my-
Cheese.
oh,
Oh, no.
my.
Oh, my
Like
girly.
yeah, I'm surprised she didn't say
I wear-
fudge.
Yeah. Well, I think
At
she
what-
does, and
I
like
think she did.
Did she say fudge?
Well, maybe not
And
fudge, but
you
she-
know what?
she
The
did
one
replacements like that, though. It might not have been
Yeah.
fudge, but I can't even think of what it is now. But she did do a couple like of the PG replacements of some words.
Yeah.
It was funny when she was on the CB and she did kind of lose it and
Oh,
start
yeah.
cursing, and then she
But it
heard
was
a
like
voice.
random.
But it
like,
was
Yeah.
it didn't make any sense.
right. It wasn't strung
Yeah.
together very well, but it was funny.
Yeah. It's like think of 4 cuss words that have nothing to do with
Oh,
each
right.
other and just randomly throw them out there.
All right.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
I don't want to ignore the chat because we did miss a few people who came in. I do want to say this. F1 was pretty fun and a good story. I feel they went a little bit much on the continual wrecks that Pitt has keeps getting into. Yeah, but it was still a fun movie. Yeah, I'm going to be reviewing it here hopefully in the next couple of days. Hello to the Horror Cat Dad. I did see you come in the chat.
Hey, Larry.
Also, Big Al Presents, the host of Films with Friends, creator of the 10-word review. And Corey and I are going to be joining him this Friday for a rewatch of Pumpkinhead, which is going to be a first-time watch for both of us.
Oh, you've never seen Pumpkinhead?
I've never seen it. No.
I haven't either.
Okay.
You'd think I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you'd be, for all the movies I have seen, you'd be surprised by what I haven't. So that's one of them.
Before I forget, but are you going to watch it before, or are you just going to wait and watch it?
No, I'm going to wait.
Okay,
I'm going
all
to.
right.
I'm
I'll
going
the
to do.
same then.
I'm going to do like I did with when I did the Tucker and Dale show with him and Bill.
That's
Oh,
a funny
Tucker
one.
and Dale.
That's a funny one.
That
Oh,
is
yes.
a hilarious movie.
They have some
That-
kind of
that's
death
it.
wish.
My face hurt so hard. I like laughing. My face was hurting by the end of the movie.
I
'cause I
like
was
those
laughing
two.
so
Those
much.
two guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a fun one.
Oh no! It's just
It's because these college kids killing themselves all over.
They got some pact or something. Like,
It's like some
Well,
kind
hey,
of death pact or
Having a
something.
doozy of a day.
I got to throw that one back
Oh.
in for an October watch. That's a
Oh
fun
my
one.
gosh! You know what's funny? I did a watch party with D Movie Man, and it was Tucker and Dale, and we didn't live stream it. It was just like our own little watch party.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And oh no, maybe I did. I recorded it. We didn't live stream. I recorded it.
Oh,
And I
Nice.
think I've got it on my channel. But it was funny because he went into that movie with a completely different expectation of what he thought it was going to be about. He thought it was going to be like something kind of really scary and
Oh,
zombies
really
and
serious?
stuff. And it
No.
totally threw him for a loop. Like he was trying to figure
Oh,
out.
I could see that. Be like, wait, what? That was kind of funny.
That's exactly.
Is he trying to be funny?
It was so.
Yeah.
The first death in Tucker and Dale, I screamed with laughter. It was so
that.
funny to me. And see, it's weird how, like really gory, violent deaths can sometimes be really funny.
Well, when they're like silly, goofy accidents.
Because
like-
exactly, it was just a crazy story. And they
Yeah.
worked so well. And I don't usually like stupid, crazy stories. Are you taking him out to the bathroom?
I already went.
Oh, okay.
Can I hold them?
Oh, look at these. Those sick freaks. They're making her dig her own grave. You know?
Don't make him hit the camera.
Oh,
Don't make him hit the
Hey.
camera.
hold on. Hold on.
Hey, Levi.
Levi.
Extreme close up.
He's
Levi,
like,
take
"What?"
over.
He can't see anyway.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Poor Levi. Okay, well he's off
Yeah,
my lap.
so Tucker and Dale. Yeah,
That's a
and
funny
then-
one.
And of course, the guy just dives into the bush.
Well, there's like so many
I'm
things.
in.
There's so many
Are
things.
you okay?
Or running through the forest, and there's like the broken
The
branch, and you're just
chainsaw
like,
and
ooh,
yeah.
ooh.
Okay, somebody
my
saw
God.
dog
Oh.
soldiers or didn't see dog soldiers.
Oh, Willie, you should watch Tucker and Dale. Speaking of Dog Soldiers, I just got my 4K Blu-ray of that. And we were talking about that the other day
nice.
in our stream,
Yeah.
Corey, that I had with you.
Yeah.
And so I found a used copy on eBay. I don't care about 4K, but that Blu-ray transfer, I had read that one was a better transfer than the other one, the one that had come out before.
Yep.
And it looks gorgeous, and it's got so many extra features, and it's got like multiple audio commentaries. So yeah, love that movie. Love Dog Soldiers.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
It's great.
All right. Enigma Severus says The Long Walk was really good from a human behavioral position. Yeah, good pacing, minimal issues, but also a pretty straightforward movie.
That's where there's it was leaning on the writing, I'd say. With all the dialogue and within that. But
I was worried when I found out they changed the ending, but they did it in a way that they set it up pretty well, in fact.
Yes.
And it made sense within the movie they made.
Mm-hmm.
I have the audiobook. I still got to go back and listen to it.
I never read the book.
I don't have an issue with it, with the changes. We'll talk about that off, but if y'all want. But interesting film.
So that was one of the discussions I had on Maltese live stream on Sunday. It was partly about The Long Walk, and it was a really interesting discussion. Yeah, that movie. So I saw that movie the day after what happened to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah,
and I don't know if I'm still pretty raw over it emotionally, but it was even more so the day after, and The Long Walk really affected me in a way I was not expecting.
I could see that.
I didn't dislike it. It's a very good movie, but it was so heavy and it was so brutal, and I just had so much trauma and sadness in my heart and mind when I watched it already that I don't know if I ever want to watch it again.
Yeah.
But
you can have a movie that you think it's you can have I was just going to say you can have a movie that you enjoyed and or not enjoyed, but you
thought it was good.
Yes, you thought it was a good, well-made movie, a good movie, and you could recommend it, but you might not ever want to go back and watch it again.
And I tell you,
like that.
David Johnson.
Oh my gosh! Again,
the best part of Alien Romulus.
Yes,
he is the best part of The Long Walk.
Yeah, I mentioned that in my review.
It won't happen. I want to see him get nominated for The Long Walk.
He was so good.
I liked him in. Have you ever seen Rye Lane?
No.
I think it's good. It's kind of a romantic comedy, coming of age type of movie, but I think it's stuck on Hulu. I don't think there's a physical release for it, but I thought it was good. Anyway, he's in it. He's one of the main characters in it.
I only first noticed him in Alien Romulus. He was the standout for me. I mentioned that specifically in my review. I cared more about the android than any of the other characters. Yeah. And in this movie, again, a standout. And I specifically mentioned his performance in here. I really enjoyed. He's definitely one that I'm keeping my eye on.
Yeah.
Because he's solid.
I'll agree.
All right. Standard Time came about from our network of railroads in the 1800s due to numerous time zones and train accidents. Love to see daylight savings time go away. You and me both, sir.
Oh, I love daylight savings time.
But
I don't
to leave
want it to go away.
To stop the changing.
I want to see standard time go away.
Yes.
I hate standard with a passion.
But just daylight would become standard.
I would like us to live on
all day long.
Daylight savings time forever.
Yeah.
Whichever,
so more daylight at.
It's one of those things I always get backwards. When we have daylight until like about 7:30.
That's daylight savings time.
Okay. Keep daylight savings time. Get rid of the change.
Yes. When we change,
that's what I meant.
It in November. That's standard time. Back in the 70s, they did go on standard time for a couple years, but then quickly reversed it because it was supposedly all these problems. And you know what? I don't give a shit. I want daylight savings time. I don't want to be depressed during the winter. Let's have as much daylight as possible.
Sunsets in International Falls on December 21st, winter equinox, 4:20 p.m. And oh, by the way, the rapture was supposed to happen today.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
What happened to that, YouTube? You're full of shit. Anyway,
Oh, and by the way, I was completely wrong about the cold thing. In the top 10 coldest cities of America, like 4 or 5 out of the top 10 are in Alaska. So I was completely wrong.
Okay.
With that one.
I was thinking, wow, because Alaska's
Hey,
even
sound confident.
closer.
Just go with it. Just go. Don't show weakness or indecision. But anyway, International Falls, Minnesota does get very, very cold though.
I believe you.
Yeah.
So the kidnapping interjects itself into the movie like the random family. No, it's the plot of the film. But like I said, it's just a movie that's just not written very well. It's very uneven.
Yeah, and whether it was flashbacks or if you saw it before, like to see a little bit more of maybe leading into this decision and then going after the girl. I don't know, like some of that leading up to it, not just like, oh, it's already done. I don't know.
It would be funny if the lady goes to the cabin and tell the kidnappers to have performed their plot somewhere else as you can continue grieving.
Right.
Yeah.
I need to grieve. Go to another movie.
I need a break. Could you go somewhere else, please? Okay. That pretty much takes care of those. Let me see. I did see, yes. Last call, Troy Pacelli. The rapture happened. You just weren't invited.
I
Aw.
always miss out on all the fun stuff. Come on. Nobody invites me to anything.
Jeez. All right. Well, and speaking of Troy, I am going to be joining him in about 15 minutes for live from Sparkwood in 21. And we are going to be watching the first half of David Lynch's Dynamic 01, something I have not seen, but I understand it is a series of short films directed by him, and very interestingly enough, introduced by him. And David Lynch was someone who was kind of very much left to, what you thought of his films up to you. And he actually explains himself a little bit in this, from what I understand. So, okay. Looking forward to that. All right. So, Dead of Winter, stream it if you can see it free, I guess.
If you love Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
I wouldn't run out to the theater to see it.
Mm-mm.
No.
I think I'd feel cheated if I had paid full price.
Yeah.
Because I have Regal Unlimited. It was only like 53 cents, for the for the
Oh.
app
Yeah.
fee or whatever.
Mine, they raised my mystery movies up to, before taxes, it's $6 now. So
Yeah, in some theaters it's $5 and in some it's $6.
mine was $5 when I started doing these with y'all. And
Now it's gone up.
yeah, the last couple have been $6. So, which is still,
It's not bad.
it's
right.
still like,
Yeah.
it's still pretty cheap compared to what mainstream time movie is, but it's still good to, I'd say so far the ones I've been able to join in, because my theater doesn't have all of them that you all have had as well, but I'd say so far the ones that I've been able to join in with you on, I've had more hits than misses. I'll say that.
That's generally been the case. I mean, one
Yeah.
year, four of the films that ended up on my honorable mention and top 10 were mystery movies. So
There's been some really good ones so far.
and my
this
number
year.
one for this year was a mystery movie,
Which one's that?
Better
Yep.
Man.
Oh, I missed that
That was
one.
very
I-
first
Yeah.
movie in the year that we
Either
saw.
I didn't have it, that one, or I missed it. One of the two, but I did not get to. I didn't see that
I-
until much later.
I counted it as 2024 because it was up for the Oscars for last year. So it was on
I'm
my
counting it as 25 because its
it was-
official release was 25 here.
it,
But I
it was-
know it's a 24 film.
it was my number 2 for last year. I think I had it at number 2 in my top 10.
What was your number one?
What the hell was my number 1?
You
I
can't
think
remember.
I think Sing Sing was my number 1 last year. I
Was
think.
Sing Sing last year? Was it last year?
All right.
Feels
To my
it's
list.
been forever since we've seen- I don't
Damn it.
remember.
I know. This year's already starting to
Everything
run
blurs
together for me.
But like Companion, that was one of them this year.
That's a
That
good
was
one.
mystery. I really liked that.
I really
one.
like Companion as well.
I wish I
Life
didn't
of
know the
Chuck.
twist going in.
Yes.
Life of Chuck.
Life of Chuck
Excellent
was one
film.
of them. Sketch.
I agree. I wish I hadn't known.
Sketch is
Yeah,
good.
Sketch. Yeah, there are definitely more
Yeah.
hits than
Sing
misses. Sing Sing
Sing
was what?
Sing was my number one for
So it was
2024.
a 24. Okay.
Yeah.
But
All
that's
right.
one that's fun thing about that. Not to keep going on this, but the mystery movies, it gets me to see some in the theater that I don't know if I would have ran out to see. So, and I end up really enjoying them. So, like Last Breath was one of them, and I enjoyed that one. But I don't know if that would have been one I would have ran out to the theater to see if it wasn't a mystery movie. Nothing against it, but
Talking about
just
Sing Sing. Is that when you're talking? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat.
No,
Which
Last
one were you
Breath.
saying? Oh, Last Breath. That one was good.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
no, I liked
I
it,
really
but I'm
liked
just
that
saying
movie.
Good.
when
I
I saw
probably
that,
wouldn't have either.
I probably would have waited for it to come on streaming, but I'm glad I saw it in the theater. But that's where that mystery movie sometimes will get me seeing one I might not have ran out to, and I end up really enjoying it. So
Yeah, I really, really liked that film.
All right. All right. So we're going to go one time around the horn. Sin, what do you have coming up?
What do I have coming up? Let me think. I released a review for Haunted Hotel yesterday. I've got a review coming up for Jaws 50th anniversary. And then Friday, a review for Untamed, the Netflix series. I'm going to go see Vertigo on Thursday, so maybe I'll do a review for that. Those are
Nice.
the immediate things.
All right. Corey.
immediate for this, in just about, well, over here on this screen says 101 minutes. I'm going to be over on Box Office Brawlers channel and going to be on their Gen Z reviews. And we're going to be talking about Saving Private Ryan. So going to be jumping into that one. And then later this week, I got my lunch break cinema. I'll do my lunch live stream and then deleted, like you were saying. We're going to be over at Big Al Presents channel, and we're going to be doing a watch along with Pumpkinhead. So looking forward to all those. That's all I got in the immediate future.
All right. As for myself, as I just said, live from Sparkwood in 21, beginning approximately 8:30, with Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, Aged Boomer, and myself. As of right now, I don't have anything planned for Wednesday. I might try and do my F1 review that night. Let's see. Thursday, I am going to be joining Outlaw Bill for Action Theater at Thursday at 4:30. And this week's movie is Sahara, based on the Clive Cussler Dirk Pitt novel with Matthew McConaughey and Steve Zahn, Penelope Cruz, and William H. Macy. Be a first watch for me. So you'll be getting my... two first watches this week, Sahara and Pumpkinhead. And later on that evening will be my program, Coming Attractions. It'll be about 11:30. My chance to touch base with my subscribers, my channel members, let everybody know what I'm going to be doing for the next week or so. Unscripted will return on Sunday at 8 p.m. And then since there's another mystery movie, we will be back here next Tuesday at 7.
Sans me. I mean, maybe I'll join you for the discussion, but I won't have seen the movie.
Oh.
Well, I should be able to get that. I think that one will work out. That was a last minute addition at my theater, so I'll be able to. Looks like I'll be able to join that one.
Cool. And the next one too, right? October 6th.
Yep. We got two
So
in a
then
row coming up.
The stream next, yeah.
Yep.
Oh wait, what date were you talking about?
So the 29th is coming up, but that's the one where
I don't
won't-
have that one.
Oh,
That
you
one
don't
is
have
not,
that one.
I do not.
Okay.
Sorry, that's why I
Oh.
was thinking automatically to the 6th.
The 6th, okay.
That
Okay.
one was just added for mine. So no, I do not have the 29th at my theater. I will not get to do that one. But the 6th was added. So I'll have that. I think my next ones are the 6th, October 6th, 27th, and then November 10th is what
Okay,
they
then
have
that's
listed
probably
right now.
what will eventually show up for me if you've already got those, because ours usually either Cinemark or Regal will follow that. There was a mystery movie at AMC last week, which I was going to go to, and I wasn't in the mood, y'all. Given
Did you hear
recent events,
Oh,
I
yeah,
did
absolutely.
find out what it was. I canceled my ticket, got a refund. It was Eleanor the Great.
I don't know if I heard anything about that one.
I don't know much about it. I just know of it. Yeah, Willie, we're kind of winding it down.
Yeah,
but what I've found is typically the mystery movies I go to at AMC, if there's not one at Regal, and I'll go to, like, let's say the AMC one, I'm usually not super impressed with
Yeah.
the AMC ones, because I feel like the pattern is that one of the weaker, like if they're not going to have it at the Regal and the Cinemark and AMC all at the same time, and it's just AMC, usually it's weaker films. That's been my experience too. So I don't know if I'll keep going. I guess it just depends on the mood I'm in. So, and it's a longer trip for me.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, all right. So we're going to go ahead and it's looking at me. Jesus called. He was looking for you, but you were at Dead of Winter. Yes. Okay, so watch the Mary Steenburgen Dead of Winter from 1987 instead.
Yeah, I looked that up. There was another movie with that very same.
Yes.
Yeah. Not related at all. No,
Yep. No,
it's not a remake or anything, but yeah, same name.
it's not. It's not. And hello to Bonzo Kilborn. I did see you. I did see you come to the chat. All right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Any last words?
I got nothing. Go watch a good movie, y'all.
Absolutely. Thanks
Yeah.
again for hanging out. This is fun. It's always
Yep.
fun to hang out with
Absolutely.
friends and
Always.
talk about some movies.
All right. So I would like to thank everybody who joined us in the chat. This one's for you. There you go.
Oh, I was waiting for the video.
I was trying to add the visual to it. I was getting my clapping going.
All right. Name I'm seeing for the first time, Cinematic Brain Damage.
Oh,
I love the
Thank you
name.
for
I
joining
like
us.
that
awesome.
name.
I like that. Yeah.
That is a good one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Right on. Cool.
Love the logo
All right.
too. That's awesome.
It is indeed. All right. So, as I always say at the end of every program, from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy. Because this is how we win.
Bye.
See y'all.